By 1965, the Beatles were at the peak of their fame. Every record they released became an event. Every song was treated like a masterpiece. But behind the applause and chart positions, John Lennon was growing increasingly critical of his own work. He wasn't impressed by success anymore. He wanted honesty, even if it meant admitting failure. And there was one Beatles song he would later dismiss without hesitation, a song he openly said he never took pride in. That song was It's Only Love.
I get high when I see you go by.
It's Only Love was written in early 1965, during a period when the Beatles were under relentless pressure to produce new material. Albums, singles, films, everything moved fast. John Lennon wrote the song quickly, almost mechanically. At the time, it seemed harmless enough. A gentle melody, romantic lyrics, and a soft acoustic feel. But Lennon later admitted the truth. "I always thought it was a lousy song," he said. "The lyrics were abysmal." For Lennon, speed had become the enemy of sincerity, and It's Only Love felt like something written to meet a deadline, not to express anything real. What bothered Lennon most wasn't the melody, it was the words. Lines like, "I get high when I see you go by," embarrassed him years later. He felt they were vague, cliched, and emotionally empty. By the late 1960s and early 1970s, Lennon had become brutally honest about songwriting. He believed lyrics should mean something, deeply. It's Only Love, to him, failed that test. Looking back, he said he would cringe listening to it, not because it was popular, but because it didn't feel true. When the Beatles recorded It's Only Love for the album Help, the performance was competent, but restrained. There was no emotional intensity, no experimentation. John sang it cleanly, but without urgency. George Martin later noted that the session was straightforward, almost routine. Compared to other tracks on Help, especially Lennon's darker, more personal songs, It's Only Love felt lightweight. Even at the time, Lennon seemed emotionally distant from it. The harsh self-criticism came later. By the time Lennon gave interviews in the 1970s, his standards had completely changed. Songs like Help, Strawberry Fields Forever, and In My Life represented honesty and vulnerability. Against those songs, It's Only Love felt shallow. "I didn't know what I was doing," Lennon admitted. "I was just writing songs." That sentence says everything. George Martin never publicly attacked the song, but he understood Lennon's frustration. By 1965, Lennon was beginning to outgrow simple love songs. Martin later reflected that John was clearly searching for something deeper, emotionally and musically. It's Only Love belonged to an older version of Lennon, one he was already leaving behind. Ironically, the song Lennon disliked so much marked an important moment. It showed the end of something. It's Only Love was one of the last times Lennon wrote a love song without introspection. After this, everything changed. Soon came confession, doubt, self-examination. The discomfort Lennon felt toward the song was a sign of growth, not failure. Today, It's Only Love is remembered fondly by many fans. Its melody is gentle, its tone sincere, but John Lennon never revised his opinion. To him, it was a reminder of writing without truth, a song made before he learned how to be honest with himself. And that honesty, even when it meant criticizing his own success, became the defining trait of his greatest work. It's Only Love wasn't a bad song, but it wasn't a proud one, at least not to John Lennon. It represented a moment before self-awareness, before depth, before courage. And sometimes the songs artists reject tell us more about them than the ones they celebrate. Because in Lennon's world, truth mattered more than popularity.